Good morning, everybody. It is
Hello.
10 a.m. Where I'm at, and today we have a very special guest with us. But before that, welcome back, everybody, to the Eber Show, where we explore the future of customer engagement, branding, and what marketing is like for 2026. 2026 is coming so soon. And today we're joined with Farida Chain, the Associate Director of Partnerships and Innovation at Wati, someone who has been at the forefront of helping brands build fast, human, and high ROI customer experiences on WhatsApp and other conversational channels. Thank you so much for joining us today, Farida.
Thank you for inviting me, Ellie.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Just so the audience know a little bit, Farida is based in Hong Kong,
hmm
and I myself am based in Malaysia today, in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. So it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful 10 a.m. on a Friday. Yeah, Farida, do you want to just let the audience know a little bit about yourself before we go on?
Yes. Hello, guys. My name is Farida, and I lead partnership motions at Wadi across what we call the core SEA. So that includes Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore. And in Wadi, we actually specialize in an easy to use, omni channel, and AI native business messaging platform. So we're Hong Kong's only premium tier WhatsApp partner, and our solutions revolve around WhatsApp across multiple use cases from marketing to sales to engagement and help a brand grow and scale.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Farida. Yeah, let's jump right in. Today's podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about loyalty in the chat era, right? So, we really just want to explore how WhatsApp is changing the way brands are building relationships today. So, we know a lot about how marketers have been using EDMs, direct messaging, but it seems so far in regions like the ones that you manage, right? Hong Kong and Malaysia and
Mhm.
so on. Most of us are using WhatsApp right now, right?
Mm-mm. Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about maybe how WhatsApp has become that major channel for customer engagement? What do you think is driving that shift?
Mm. I think the shift to WhatsApp as a major customer engagement channel, it's fundamentally driven by two forces. Ubiquity, that means WhatsApp it's basically where customers is already are, and a fundamental change in expectation. So that means customers now demand speed and simplicity. And now when we look at consumer behavior, people today expect instant gratification, right? It's just how we all communicate now.
True.
Email feels slow and one way, but WhatsApp message signals speed and real conversation, I would say. So naturally, I think customers expect quick replies on WhatsApp, sometimes within minutes instead of like hours or even a full day. They might tolerate over email.
Mm,
And besides, I think consumers, especially in Asia, they not expect everything to be in one place. So they don't want to jump between like a chat app and an online store, payment page, and then a tracking site. They expect the whole journey to happen in one conversation thread. So, seeing an update, asking a question, getting recommendation, even making a payment. So all inside WhatsApp. So I think that's how customers or consumers now expect the conversation to be about nowadays. Yeah. Oh, and
see.
lastly, I think people today are overwhelmed with information. They prefer content that's short, fun, and easy to digest. I think email feels too long and formal, and WhatsApp allows brands to use rich media and interactive buttons to deliver, bite-sized content. So they're pretty easy to scan and add on. I think that's one of the forces as well.
Yeah, definitely. WhatsApp has been, I mean, when I first wake up, I think one of the first apps that I use is WhatsApp. Everyone is so interconnected. What do you think?
Yes.
Um, do you think the expectations are different
Mm.
across generations, like different age groups? Have you been seeing that?
Mm, I would say on WhatsApp, it's more consistent
Mm,
because WhatsApp it's like the top communication app. I mean, of course, not globally, but
mm,
in major Asia regions like Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, of course, and then we see in India, even in Latam like Mexico. everyone is using WhatsApp. So I think this it's already like the top priority user communication app. So in terms of age group, I think everyone uses WhatsApp for sure, but for the use case, it's a little bit different, but it's getting more unified along the course of time. Say for younger generations, we are more comfortable with receiving business updates, or even we complain we make complaints over WhatsApp, right? We were asked for tracking updates, tracking status, shipping status over WhatsApp. While for older generations, to them it may be like a more intimate or personal communication channel at first, but now they are getting more familiar with chatting or even receiving one-way update from brands over WhatsApp. So I think it's moving towards that business and personal merged use case, that direction over the time.
Wow, love that. Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, definitely. It makes a lot of sense.
mm,
And how long have you been seeing this shift happen? Do you think brands are recently only picking this up,
mm.
or has it already been for quite a few years?
Hmm. Fun fact is that WhatsApp API was released 5 years ago. So it's been here for around 5 years. And Wadi is actually one of the first batch of the companies to develop on this API. So I think definitely for the first few years, like 2020, 2021, is definitely new, but it's growing like exponentially, because I think companies or brands definitely see value in communicating with their consumers using WhatsApp. So I think not just for consumers, even brands, many of them are adopting WhatsApp API solutions for scaling purpose, I would say.
I see. And how do you see, like what do you think customers actually expect when brands reach out to them on WhatsApp? Like,
Mm.
is there does the tone affect how the customers respond?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I would say five expectations that I can think of right now.
Mm,
Number one, of course, speed. Speed is everything. Even a quick automated message like, "Hey, we'll connect you with a human in 2 minutes," already meets their like baseline expectation.
mm,
And then there's what we call real personalization. So not just personalizing the name, but also what consumers bought, what's in their cart, what they asked last time. I think people expect brands to understand the context and help them right now.
mm,
And of course, frictionless tasks. I think whether it's like checking an order, or scheduling an appointment, or making payment, again, they want to do it without leaving the chat.
mm.
Also, I think people prefer visuals over long text. So, short videos, GIFs, carousel, anything that's easy to scan and quick to digest.
Oh.
And what's the last thing? Finally, like smooth bot to human handoff. So I think
Mm,
consumers, well, at least for me, I'm okay with AI as long as they can switch to a real person instantly. So that seamless transition, I think now it's an expectation, not a bonus.
I see. I see. Definitely. Really beautiful. I think I'm really curious actually, what kind of industries do you see WhatsApp messaging work the best in?
Mm, I think there are a few industry from my experience. The
Mm,
first is definitely retail. Okay, so in terms of retail, they would do automations over there. For instance, like retail or e-commerce. Let's say we have take Shopify as an example. So we have native integration with Shopify. So we do build features like abandoned checkout cart recovery, and they can drive like 10x more revenue than traditional emails and campaigns.
mm,
And also I think people now they can actually ask for product updates, or even brands can drop new product launch
mm,
easily over WhatsApp. So for retail and e-commerce, definitely they are very they rely on WhatsApp heavily right now. And I think the next thing is healthcare. So, in healthcare and beauty, I think the success actually comes from personalized and consultative interactions. So, a lot of these brands they actually use WhatsApp as like a digital consultant. So, we can ask questions, we can talk about our needs, and the salesperson can instantly recommending the right product and service. And that's the top funnel interaction, right? And then going to the mid funnel, we can also do bookings, intake forms, and reminders. All happen in one chat. And of course, lastly, we do the down funnel. Purchase and also post purchase like follow up and customer support. So this actually helped them a lot in reducing no shows and keeping the engagement high. So I think healthcare and beauty definitely it's one of the top industries that would like to explore WhatsApp for their journeys. And
Mm,
lastly, I think for F&B, I want to talk a little bit more about too. It's definitely not like the use case, in my opinion, not as broad as healthcare and beauty or retail and Shopify. But some top F&B brands they use timely reminders and proactive updates like seasonal specials,
mm,
festive promotions like hey it's Christmas, it's Valentine's Day, take your girlfriend out for a fancy nice dinner, something like that. Um, Also loyalty rewards like to keep the conversation going and to keep customers bringing back.
mm,
So in short, I think retail and e-commerce definitely very high demand, and we see very solid ROI
mm.
using WhatsApp. And then the next, I'd like to highlight healthcare and beauty, where the sales journey is more consolidated. And lastly, some special occasions or promotions drop for F&B industry. So it'll be very interesting for them to use WhatsApp as well.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think a lot of brands struggle. Thanks for sharing. A
Yeah.
lot of brands struggle to balance that
Mm.
kind of automation with human touch.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is a good approach to designing that kind of experience? Because you mentioned about bringing the automated to human touch as fast as possible, right? Where
Mm.
do you see, like, at which point is the most common part where automation kind of breaks down?
Mm. I think we have to first think of automation and human agents as partners, not replacements, because we
Mm,
see with LM AI drops in recent years, a lot of brands they actually almost 100% rely on AI for frontline or for customer service, and that's actually very frustrating to consumers, right? Because a lot of time, if we proactively reach out to a brand, that's something I'm not happy about. Yeah, so I expect there's like work together between automations and actually human agents with
mm,
smart handoffs. So I think first we can automate the predictable. So we can let chatbots handle FAQ, order tracks, or like lead qualification.
okay.
So these use cases, I think they work perfectly
Mm,
for automations. And then there's smart handoff. Like if a customer gets frustrated or asks something tricky, or they show an intent to talk to a real person, so the bot needs to escalate automatically. So there will be no repeats with the full context like summarized passed to the human agents,
mm,
so that the human agents don't have to ask everything all over again. And eventually I think it's also important to empower human in terms of co-pilot.
mm,
So say AI templates or drafting tools to help agents to reply faster while keeping that human touch. So for human agents we gotta talk like the customer's friend. So
yeah.
that's for sure. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I also want to mention one thing. So our new AI product called Astra by Wadi
Mm,
also supports both messaging and voice, and it works seamlessly with human agents.
mm,
And yeah, Astra AI is also ready for deployment on web or WhatsApp. So we are the reason why we design it is we want to give our customers the fastest and most natural experience possible, and that's why we always uphold the whole automation with human touch experience as the first priority.
love that.
Mm.
Wow. Thanks for sharing. what role, I mean, what role do you think all these kind of play into? You talked about like engagement, you talked about
Mm,
kind of retaining them in the first place to not
mm,
let them drop off to the appointments.
mm-hmm.
But have you ever seen WhatsApp being used in terms of the retention portion of the customer journey?
Mm, that's definitely yes, because I think WhatsApp it's powerful for retention because it enables closed loop marketing across the entire customer life cycle.
Mm,
So say there's onboarding at first with personalized welcome journey, okay, and then it goes to like reminders and like transactional nudges. For instance, abandoned cards, appointment, chart expirations, all with like one-click actions to drive conversions. And
mm,
after that, we go to loyalty and feedback. So let's say we can run interactive polls, we can send rewards, or even offer some early access to make customers feel valued. And lastly, we will do reactivation. So say a personalized "We miss you" message with incentives such as free shipping can bring the dormant users back. So I think these all come together as life cycle insights because every interaction fits back data to the system, letting brands to optimize messaging, timing, and offers, and ultimately creating like a full closed loop and always learning marketing engine. So I think it's the entire life cycle journey that can happen within WhatsApp, and loyalty and retention would be a very important part within that journey to drive long customer lifetime value and
mm.
also the customer life cycle.
How do you keep these flows from feeling very repetitive or like spammy? Have you gotten anything like that before?
Well, a lot of brands actually ask us the same question. So, hey, will my account gets banned? I think my customer is gonna block me soon. It's gonna report me soon. Yeah, definitely. I think it's like every relationship, right? If you're like too like if you yeah, if you're too annoying, then you turn your customers away, right? You turn your consumers
Mm,
away, right? So the cadence is actually very important for
mm,
brands to control. I always tell the brands, hey, you have to make regular updates, but don't make it too frequent because if you are everywhere, you're nowhere. So that's
mm,
something that we'll tell brands, okay? And hence, of course, seasonal updates like Black Friday, Double 11, these festivals are when customers or consumers they expect they or they are okay with information load, right, with these
mm.
marketing promotion load.
Yeah.
But during like off seasons, I think you can instead of dropping them marketing promotions, we can tell them more utility driven messages. For instance, hey, we've got this new healthcare report, like the trend in blah blah blah
Mm,
disease. Do you want to unlock the report? So more like educational or community based content blending in with those seasonal marketing promotional content would balance out and I think would easy on the information fatigue problem among the customers. That's what I think.
mm, mm, mm,
Mm.
mm. Yeah, definitely mixing them together is really, and this would kind of look like an entire year's flow, right?
Mm.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Oh, a lot of brands they actually, if they're more familiar with WhatsApp,
mm,
they will actually plan out their content.
mm,
Their message drop. I think over a period of time, like quarterly, even yearly, so that they can have better visualization and control, and even predict how their consumers would react to these series of communication campaigns.
mm.
Mm.
Have you seen any reactivation flows that worked better than expected?
Yes, actually. In reactivation, there are different types. There's some, I would say, product-driven reactivation. I mentioned a couple times abandoned cart checkout recovery.
Mm,
So imagine with if we purchase online, we always add the items to cart. We always go to the checkout page, but we always do not check out because we don't want to. because we don't want to pay, right? So it's always the same repeated journey. And a lot of brands, they actually use WhatsApp driven abandoned checkout recovery feature
Mm,
on WhatsApp over email. Because number one, the products are already in the cart. We've seen consumers seeing the product, and we have intent to buy them.
mm,
We just don't want to. We're just missing that nudge. So um, on WhatsApp, we actually now allows this abandoned cart recovery feature, and then we can actually, up to the brand's discretion, if they see, hey, the items are in the checkout page, they're in the cart for over 2 weeks, am I giving you a 10% off coupon so that I can facilitate your purchase? In here, it's a win-win situation, right? Because
yeah.
customers is happy, the brand's happy, driving the conversion. So that's number one. And we've also see very obvious ROI with this feature, because we did a test with a brand, I
Mm,
think 2 months ago. So we're
mm,
doing this abandoned checkout recovery over email versus WhatsApp in the same period of time. And in email, the successful recovery rate is around, I think, 0.2%, 0.3%, while on
mm.
WhatsApp it's like 11%. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's, I was actually in shock as well. So
Oh.
I started to remind myself, hey, don't fall into these traps if you see these reminder messages on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's why I'm talking about the product driven reactivation. And the
Mm,
other hand, it's more like a business or contest driven reactivation, where we want to re-engage the customers, with more soft selling, like community driven content. So
mm.
that would also be another route for reactivation and loyalty too.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. Wow, that's crazy.
Mm.
I'm gonna definitely remind myself to not fall into those.
Oops, I'm not gonna.
No, it's okay. It's so hard. It really is so hard, especially if
Mm.
it's just right in front of you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Makes it does it, like only brands who uses WhatsApp direct communication has this feature, right? So it's so interesting. Sometimes I wonder if like Sheen and all that kind of what if
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
yeah, definitely. It's a trick that
Mm-mm.
works every time.
Yeah. And do you think that this is the same sentiment across the markets that you've been managing, or there is some like resistance across different countries?
Mm, I think I would say in Hong Kong, definitely, because we demand speed, right?
Yeah.
So we use WhatsApp for instant service and bookings. We expect quick resolutions, and we are heavy multi-channel users. So I think it's the consumer behavior. It's really like that in Hong Kong. I'm not too familiar with Singapore and Malaysia, so Ellie, you can supplement later.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I know, for Singapore, I think they're very digital first and efficiency driven, right? In Singapore, they have a lot of like super apps like healthcare and stuff like that, and they would expect like payment links, like automated scheduling, and even precise messaging all happen in one single communication platform. While
Mm-hmm.
in Malaysia, feel free to supplement and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Malaysia, trust and a consultative tone matter. WhatsApp, it's used for I think relationship driven sales
Mm-hmm.
mostly, because I talked to some Malaysian prospects leads, they book in calls, and most of them, they're actually in property or automotive industry, and they would really want to leverage WhatsApp to build these relationships with their customer first. And they don't really during a chat, when I talk about, hey, are you trying to explore Wadi for marketing use case, Wadi for sales use case, I think they would deprioritize that over customer engagement, because they say, hey, I want to use WhatsApp to make sure that customers feel like I'm always here, and yeah, and they can have the best communication experience. So I think in Malaysia, they care about the relationship, the bond, and the trust. In Hong Kong, it's speed for sure. And while in Singapore, it's everything in one place.
Mm, 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 mm. And how is that speed playing into play in Hong Kong? Like, what does that kind of look like?
I think they expect the average resolution time is 3 minutes. I think it actually makes sense, right? Especially when people use WhatsApp. The behavior actually shifts entirely. Some quick, interesting figures. In WhatsApp, the open rate is close to 100%.
Wow.
Yes, it's like global figures.
Yeah.
And number two, the message are actually read within the first 3 minutes when the
Mm,
message is delivered. Yeah,
wow.
because we can now easily preview the message and it's short, right?
Yeah.
So this is how we use WhatsApp. So this
Mm.
is also how they expect the turnaround in WhatsApp to be like, especially in Hong Kong, where people love to complain.
Yeah, I mean the turnaround time is definitely there, and the platform to leverage is definitely there. It just depends on how the companies want to use it.
Yes.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, and I also kind of see in Malaysia, you're absolutely right. I'd say most of I don't really get a lot of WhatsApp marketing,
Mm,
um, but it's mostly automotive or like real estate. Yeah, but I think also the sentiment in terms of Malaysia, if I could add, is that a lot of us are still very receptive to like discounts. Um,
mm,
a lot of value driven propositions
mm,
are definitely still very high in Malaysia, whereas Singapore, I think it could be a little bit of a both.
mm,
Be like a trend insight, that kind of community value rather than
mm.
just promotional value.
True.
Yeah, yeah. And for Hong Kong, you said you talked about speed, right? And I believe that it's a balance of both. Are they big on like trend insights and stuff like that?
Well, trends, as in, some reports, telling people like what's trendy. I think in Hong Kong, for my friends or for me, we take in these informations from social.
Mm,
Okay, so on we don't have TikTok in Hong Kong, so on
okay.
Instagram, Facebook or Threads,
Mm,
for these information intake. So
yeah,
I think what I expect from WhatsApp for this kind of content would be already consolidated, like
right.
bite-sized, a quick summary drop instead of for me to click into it, look through it, or one by one. So I think still we are okay with those contents drop on WhatsApp, just the format would be different.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, what about WhatsApp community channels? Like, what do you
Mm.
think about those? Like, are they effective if a business wants to open that?
Mm, I personally don't really use the community channel because um, I think it's now it's. Are you talking about the channel on our personal WhatsApp one?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Well, I only subscribe to one channel for now, so it's a football club. Yeah,
Wow.
and there's like 300 misreads for now in the channel. I think maybe I personally don't really use channels because I think one thing that I don't really actively look into it, it's because for these channels, they also drop similar or even the same updates on their Instagram account, on
Mm,
their Facebook account. Yeah. And the thing about it is because I don't get to reply, the thing I can only do is to react with an emoji. Yeah. And that's why I think that's also one of the core value that WhatsApp API is
mm,
delivering is that we focus a lot on one-on-one chats. So we
right.
tell brands, hey, if you want to use Wadi, you gotta do one-on-one broadcast communication message because first clients can reply to you. It's built for two-way communication, two-way conversation on WhatsApp, and also they can feel more personal. So I would say it's good to build your community base, your audience base using the channel community feature on WhatsApp. But if you want to build a genuine two-way relationship with customers, you you also need to put more focus on the one-on-one chat room as well.
I see. How are businesses, like especially small businesses, managing those one-on-one chats then?
For small businesses, I think first of all, they would send broadcasts. That's
Mm,
one major use case. Yeah.
mm,
So every time they would send out, some promotional or just utility broadcast to their customers, like asking them to sign up their events, webinars, seminars, etc. And then they'll always include a button because we're too lazy to type. Yeah. So I would always ask the brands to include like a button, say, hey, I'm interested, tell me more, stuff like that, so that consumers can just, with one click actions, and then we can easily filter out who are engaging with you
mm,
and who are not. Yeah, and also they would build automations flow on WhatsApp.
mm.
Automation flows, say like chatbot flows. So for chatbot flows, there can be different purposes.
Yeah.
Say there can be lead qualification chatbot flow. So after a few questions, if I identify the customers as a like potential VVIP, then I can immediately hand it off to a sales rep to take that
Mhm,
over. So
mm,
that's one operations command that they can use for lead qualification. There's also chatbot flows like FAQ bot or upsell bot. So I think some of these SMEs, I would personally recommend them to build want to do high value flows to automate the conversations. So that's how they normally would use WhatsApp for SMEs. But for bigger companies like corporates, there's they
mm,
will integrate WhatsApp with their own systems, CRM. Trying to do more customized conversation journeys, even data attribution. So the
mm.
game plan definitely is different for these two uh, polarized segments.
I see, I see. And what do you think are like maybe some of like the common metrics that these
Mm,
businesses who use WhatsApp should measure if they
mm,
use? Yeah.
mm. I think in terms of sending out broadcasts, of course, the open rate, the reply rate, or even the click rate if the business is inserting a website
Mm,
as a call to action. Um, but also, I think the messaging quality matters as well.
yeah.
So in Wadi, we actually have a feature that we measure the business messaging quality. So it's like three tiers, right? It's green, that means your quality is high, medium, like in yellow, red, it's low. So
Mm,
I
mm,
think this is very important because it also associates with the healthiness of your account. So
mm,
say if your messaging quality it's high, then you can keep on with your campaigns or with your outbound messages. If
mm,
the quality drops too low, then we recommend you, hey, maybe you're sending some spammy content or your
mm,
customers are not very happy with your messaging frequency. Okay, now you can hold on your campaigns for now and then just focus on replying inbound messages until the account the quality goes back up. So that too. Also, on Wadi, we measure not just external reaction to your business messages, but also let's say your sales team or your customer support team's performance. So say if I am using Wadi with my teammate James, both of us are using Wadi to reply to our customers, then what is our average resolution time? What is our first average response time? So
mm,
I think in Wadi, we provide both external insights, external metrics that can measure brands' messaging campaigns. While internally, we also look into how our teammates, the human agents, are handling the chat and handling the conversation traffic in Wadi as well.
mm.
Mm,
Okay, okay. And it will be like a reflective cycle for them a little bit.
mm, mm,
I see. I see. All right. Thank you so much for sharing,
mm.
Farida. I mean,
Thank
there's
you.
so much interesting insights across three markets, and we've also learned about the whole journey from
Mm-hmm.
that was able to kind of give that quick insights from the beginning of the journey, from even before they buy all the way to the retention loop.
Mm,
before I let you go, Farida, I have one final question for you. And
I know what that is.
I love asking questions, this specific question in the Eber show. So finish this sentence. The
Mm.
best marketers of the chat era will be the ones who. Yeah.
Well, I gotta be honest first, because when I received this question, I asked ChatGPT, I asked Gemini, I asked so many. I just want to know what they think. And, one very interesting answer I got, I forgot if I think it's Gemini. He said, hey, the best marketer of chat era will be the ones who can write like a friend but think like an AI. I was
Wow.
like, okay. So I started to, think more over this sentence, and how I interpret this is, I think we gotta blend in the authentic and conversational empathy,
Hmm.
but we also have to consider the data's, the speed and the utility, because I think for all the marketers who want to excel in chat commerce and conversational commerce, is they want to transform every interaction into a moment of value, not just a message.
Mm.
So I think that's how I would interpret that sentence, and I think that actually makes a lot of sense, because we always want to I mean, business, they want to generate value monetarily, not monetarily, like lifetime customer lifetime value in every conversation. But
Mm.
sometimes it's easy to go, too far, because we want to just feed customers everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence I think we have to keep a good control and cadence during the communication, where we treat our customers like our peers, like our friends.
Yeah.
We offer them assistance. We tell them good product recommendations, like I always tell my besties. So, we don't mind, recommending like competitors' products. Say if a lot of businesses, they do SEO, they would compare themselves with other products, with other brands as well. I think we actually can do the same on WhatsApp too. So we provide like a more, well-rounded, utility-based communication, community value to customers, and customers, they have a clear eye, and they will choose the ones that best suit for them. So yeah, I think that's how I would finish the sentence, with a little bit help of AI and my own personal interpretation.
Well, we definitely, and I'm sure the audience definitely do appreciate you scouring through three different AI platforms for that. And that was absolutely beautiful, Farida.
Thank you. I try my best.
All right. Thank you so much, Farida, for joining us and sharing those beautiful insights. There's so much here for brands, marketers, and even founders, I'd say, to take
Mm,
away, especially as messaging becomes the default way customers
mm-hmm,
want to connect today, right?
mm-hmm.
So, for everyone listening, thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll definitely share the highlight clips, any key takeaways, and ways to follow today's guest, which is Farida. You can find her on LinkedIn. Her LinkedIn is Farida Chan. Make sure to find the one that's working in Wadi, because she's doing great things across these different markets. So
Thank
again, thank you
you.
so much, Farida, for joining us, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Eber Show. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ellie. Bye bye.
Bye, Farida.